Hello people, welcome to another episode of the Clygro podcast, episode number 27, apparently, according to that, unless I forgot to update last week, which I don't know. Nah, yeah, apparently that's right, yeah. So let's do a bit of a recap, I guess, of the last few videos, as it normally is. So, there's also one less video due to this the podcast moving to a Saturday. So yeah. So a new wallpaper and screen capture, and this is using my Samsung Galaxy S2 as my main phone, episode number 2. After that, it is a somewhat better Twitch and YouTube client, which is, using Samsung Galaxy S2 as my main phone. I've just noticed oh wait, no, don't worry. Yes, so the main problem with the Twitch client is the stream delay is absolutely horrible, but I can play 480p without a problem. And if I'm being honest, the resolution, doesn't really matter that much. 480p still looks quite fine. I don't even think the screen on the S2 is 720p. I can do a little Wikipedia check just to make sure. Samsung Galaxy S2. So, yeah. After that is what is it? Is it the it's the Patreon rebrand. Yes, 800 by 480 or 480 by 800. Either way, it's literally 480p. So yeah, although it's 3 by 2, I believe. So 16 by 9 videos will literally never even be 480p. Doesn't matter though, because the pixel density is, it should say on here, 217, which is pretty decent. You won't really notice much of a difference. But yeah, after that, it's the Patreon rebrand, where they've turned the logo into a weird blob, and their website has gone to absolute rubbish. It's really laggy. That's all you need to know. Just making sure, yeah. And apparently my droid cam's actually died. Nice. So yeah. And yeah, I think it's probably the worst website redesign of 2023. And after that, it's a tweaks logo solo update, 6th of October 2023. 2023. Don't know what I did there. But yeah. So, yeah, I've just basically slightly tweaked the logo. So there's 3 different shades of each colour instead of 2. To give it a bit more depth. I probably still will tweak it even further. Now, going on about that, I'm going to actually talk about some Syhuu stuff. I've been doing this for 4 minutes. So, I've got the plan I sort of want to do is I want to sort of try and follow what Ubuntu did back in the day. Now, of course, my default desktop is nothing like, well, okay, it's a bit like what Ubuntu had in the pre-Unity days. So, was it 10.10 and below, I believe, because I think they adopted Unity on 11, I thought. It's either that or 11.10. 11.04 is Yeah, it was the first with Unity 11.04. So yeah. So yeah, the plan is or try and make the release schedule somewhat similar to what Ubuntu has, which is every 6 months. Maybe not necessarily in April and October, but I don't know. Yeah, so I feel a little bit unsure what I'm gonna say. So, I want to do that. Another thing I do is have like the version names. I mean, I've wanted to have version names since the start. So I've got like Hardy Heron, Interpret Ibex, Jaunty Jackalope, Karmic Koala, Lucid Lynx, Maverick Meerkat, Natty Narwhal, what's it? Final release. What's 11.10? Okay, tell me what 11.10 is. It makes me wonder. Honoric Ocelot. I used a bit of weird words for the first line, and then, like an animal. Although precise isn't necessarily a weird word. Or saucy. But whatever. Or vivid, or trusty. But you get the point. So yeah, the plan is to have a version name. One of the version names, well, it's pretty much the only version name I can think of right now that I might want to go with. Arctic Fox. Arctic Fox. Arctic Fox. I think that's a nice name because look, Arctic Fox. Who wouldn't want Arctic Fox as the thing? Maybe I could even use this photo, though the only problem is it's portrait. But yeah, was the license? It's Creative Commons Universal Public Domain, so that means I am able to use it. Is there like any other? Oh yeah, there definitely is other. Oh okay, yeah. Imagine this. Right, seriously, imagine this. What does unsplash license mean? Yeah, okay. So in theory, the unsplash license should also be fine, as long as I don't sell it. So if like I were to sell Syhuu Linux on like a disk, I think I'd have to remove the wallpaper. I'm assuming that's what it means. No, why is that one not the same license? Is that just like, don't know what that noise was. Is that like a default thing? Either way, cute little fox. Down that should be quite cool. I think one of the ideas. So let me show you macOS. Just put that slightly further away. macOS version logos. So let's go to like Snow Leopard and not Snow Leopard. Okay, what is it? Let's say macOS. It's just called OS 10 technically. OS 10 Mountain Lion. Okay, so sorry. Come on. You see, they've got like a lion in like a circle. How about do a similar thing to that with Syhuu, except from I put inside the Syhuu cube or diamond, I guess it could be. I guess it would have to sort of be a diamond. Well, I don't know. How about I do that with Syhuu, so I have like an Arctic fox inside there, so I could use that image I had. Yeah, seriously, some of these images would be really cool to have as default wallpapers. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I'd love having Arctic foxes as the background, which there definitely doesn't seem to be a salt shortage. So yeah, a lot of these backgrounds could be seriously really cool. I will put credits in like the wallpaper thing, so I do like just like a text file saying insert names of whatever images I end up putting in there are by was it Jonathan Pye at R3D Max on Unsplash, insert link, you know, like that. That would be nice. I'm a nice person, okay? Yeah, I think like Arctic Fox would be a really cool thing. Yeah. Oh my god, there's so many photos. This is so cool. Oh, we've got zebras. Got what's that? Is that a pelican? What's that say? It just says brown bird on grey branch. What's that say? Pelican. Oh, Tucano? African bird? Whatever. It's a bird. Yeah, some cool things like that. But yeah, imagine. Oh, it's cropped. No, it's still portrait. I don't necessarily know. Horizontally? No. Wait, I don't. I'm a bit confused there. If I go there. Oh, it is. Oh, I'm an idiot. So, maybe I would use this image as the thing. Yeah, I think the license here is technically wrong. Oh, shot in the natural environment. Oh, it's in Iceland. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Let's be real. You would want an Arctic fox as your wallpaper. Let's be real. It'd be amazing. Oh, look at these. Look at these beautiful ones. Beautiful animals. Not necessarily just foxes. Like flamingo. God, the eye looks weird. Okay, it's probably because, you know, I'm used to seeing not actual flamingos where they probably have large eyes. That's probably why. But yeah. Yeah, definitely is there like more images on the Wikipedia page? Because it's this one also. Oh, this is a different one. Yeah, oh, this is amazing. I'm seriously looking at Arctic fox pictures in the middle of the podcast. But like seriously, Yeah, just amazing. And oh, there's the uncropped version. But yeah, folks, is that an L or an I? Eagapus? Lagapus? Probably be capitalised, right? So it's Eagapus. I don't know. But yeah, 10 out of 10. Amazing. So yeah. What else is there to talk about? Well, oh, this is going to be a bit of a problem because of the webcam. I shall try and fix this. So, I'm now going to talk about Linux magazine. I've got it's literally just called Linux magazine. Yeah, why is the Droid cam not working? In theory, it should just be working. The IP's changed, for God's sake. Is it connected to a VPN? It shouldn't be. But yeah, anyways. And I forgot to activate it. One surname. No, it's connected. Is it connected to the hotspot? No, I don't know. Which is a slight bit problematic as well. I'm going to show you is visual. So, unless like I close Droid Cam, activate it. There you go. And it's frozen, but yeah. Okay. There you go. I'm back. I'm going to now go to podcast webcam. Where oh wait, I hit the wrong one. Sorry. So I've got Linux magazine. That's the literal name of the magazine. And as you can see, there's a thing hanging out. You might be like, oh, what's that? Now, if you look, I'm going to have to get quite close. And sorry about the lighting. We should probably eventually invest in some better lighting. But it's got a free DVD, wrong side. Free DVD, which contains Debian 12.1 and Rocky Linux 9.2 minimal. Cool, right? And if you could guess, this envelope contains the DVD. Now I'm good complaining. Okay, come on. So, if you look here, this is the page about it, page number 6. And as you can see, it's got 2 pictures of a DVD. Now, it did say 2 terrific distros on a double-sided DVD. So what do you think that means? So you'd probably think that means one side of the DVD looks like that, the Rocky Linux, and the other side looks like that, which says Debian 12.1. Whoa, you are wrong. You are very, very, very wrong. Because actually, what the DVD looks like, it's this. Where it says side A, you know, Rocky Linux 9.2, 6, 12-bit. Side B, Debian 12.1, 64 bits. There you go. And if you look on the other side, blank with no, well, blank with no exciting visual things. I will probably, God, what I'm saying is absolute nonsense. I will probably use the DVD quite soon, as my server Arch install broke about a week ago, and I've not been bothered to fix it. My solution is going to be installing one of those two distros on this King Fast SSD, plug it in server, and boom. Well, I've also got to do quite a bit of configuration, which I'm not particularly excited for, but oh well. So, yeah. Do I do Debian or do I do Rocky Links? That's the question. Yeah. Otherwise, I've not really read this. I've only got this today. If you ever want to get a Linux magazine, go to the Tesco supermarket. Sainsbury's and Asda appear, sorry for that weird noise I made, don't appear to have them. Know about the Morrisons, or I don't know, the Co-op, or whatever, but Tesco has Linux magazine. So, yeah. Is there much else to talk about? Yes. The final numbers for September. That is quite an important thing. So let's go back. Now, the first numbers, I pretty much gave them. Annoyingly, the day of the podcast conveniently lined up to only be when it updated to show the 29th. Right. Yeah, the 29th. But I wasn't really expecting that much. So, in the end, I got 30 subscribers. But at that point, I already had 30 subscribers gained. Although, it only said 29 because it was on Saturday. Yeah. But I've only gained 99 views. I say only, that's quite good. Yeah. 55.5 hours of watch time. And 3,427 views. Whatever. October so far, for those interested, 480 views, 480 views, 6.3 hours of watch time and 1 subscriber. Oh well. So, yeah. I know what to talk about. So I've been doing a bit of research in a new phone, and well, I think I know what I'm getting, finally. The Razer phone, the original, which was released right at the end of 2017, 15th of November, date before my birthday. So, yeah. Why, you might be asking. So, I'd say that I've been looking at reviews and stuff. Okay, I should probably explain how I even got to the conclusion of the Razer phone. So I was looking at the Lineage OS website, which it follows on where it's a custom ROM for Android devices, and as you can see, they don't have much of official support. I've never heard of 10 or what's 10 or I literally have not heard that. I'm gonna do that. That's gonna probably There we go. Tenor. A Chinese company. Brand was launched in India and exclusively available. So it's a Chinese launched by a Chinese company called Harquin Technology. I'm not sure. And it's located in India. Also, I don't think I've ever seen simple English Wikipedia results appear there, but sure. Yeah, I only found out about simple English Wikipedia a few months ago. Apparently it's a dead link. Yeah, it is a dead link. That's a bit unfortunate. But yeah, there's simple English Wikipedia. Apparently it's actually a separate account, which is probably why the dark mode hasn't applied here. If you have noticed, and I don't have a date format preference, so I'm going to change it so I do. Even though I'm probably not really going to look at simple English Wikipedia. Yeah. Quite cool though. Simple English Wikipedia. Yeah. Yeah, going back to what I was talking about. So as you can see, they support various different things. You got like never heard of Clygro or hard kernel. I've heard of what is it? It's called banana pie, right? Yeah. Well, okay, maybe I haven't, but doesn't surprise me that there's a single board computer named banana pie. But yeah, got like the Nothing phone, Nokia. Nubia, I've never heard of them. Nvidia yet. Surprises me that the Nvidia Shield tablet's not supported. Sounds like quite popular back in the day. I did change to the thing. For God's sake, my Droid cams died again. Oh well. Yeah, got OnePlus, Radxa. But what I was talking about is the Razer phone. I was just looking on here, I saw a Razer phone, I was like, oh yeah, the Razer phone. I forgot about the Razer phone. Actually, no. I think I was actually looking at the Nextbit Robin. I didn't know Nextbit got bought out by Razer, but it doesn't very much surprise me considering the Razer phone is quite similar in terms of design to the Nextbit Robin. So yeah. So I've been looking at reviews and stuff for the Razer phone, and yeah, they're quite positive, then for some reason they really go on about, oh yeah, how bad the camera is. But like when they show photos, which I don't think one of the reviews even. No, actually, I think all three of the reviews of this phone I watched had photos from the camera. Although only one of those reviews had video from the camera. Now, why on earth would you just go on about photos, and not go on about the videos? I thought the video looked fine, and so I'm not actually going to be that worried about the camera. If not, I can always still use my iPhone 8 Plus or any of my any other of my iPhones. Now, I'm not particularly going to be like playing games on the Razer phone, but let's be real, it does seem quite a decent phone for everyday use. Now, don't forget, this is like a high-end phone from almost 6 years ago at this point. But even then, in theory, it should still be quite a decent phone today. Now, I'm going to update it to Android 11 probably. If LineageOS actually has builds, what's the versions? I know it's got like 13. Okay, it's only got 20, which is Android 13. Okay, not the greatest thing. Unless like someone's made like ROM. But yeah. Installation. Blah blah blah. And yeah. Unlocking the bootloader, fast boot devices, fast boot, blah 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 blah. So yeah. There's one on eBay, it's like an auction, it's at about 40 quid. It's like 3 days left. I might try and get them. I was planning to get a new phone next year, but I am curve suffering on my S2, and I sort of promised to myself in my head that I'd actually use the S2 until I got a new phone. And yeah, the main problem with it is, I mean, the speed's not particularly great, and I'm not even sure if I can overclock it on, and like people have managed to overclock it, but at the end of the day, overclocking won't make it completely fix the problems. But problem is, those like overclocking tutorials seem to depend on what version of Android it's on, and basically all of those tutorials are from 2011, so of course they aren't running Android 8 like what I am running, so it's all sort of useless to me. And going back to Android 2 would mean I'd have to compromise Discord. I would say YouTube, but there probably is some sort of YouTube client. Yeah, quite a lot of things I'd have to compromise by using an older version of as well. So not very ideal, essentially. And another big problem is the fact that it doesn't have 4G. which is a bit of a problem because my college has really bad phone signal in general. But the area I'm in has only somewhat has decent 4G signal, but not as good 3G signal, as in it will randomly cut out. It will just be really slow because it's, I think, like the fastest I've seen is like 3 megabits per second, or megabits, or is it megabytes? I'm not even sure what 3G speed. What 3G speed is? What is the speed of 3G? I would say it might be like 10 megabits. Just give me a number. Blah 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 blah. I don't care about 5G. Doesn't tell me how fast 3G is. I don't think from the brief look. So apparently basic 3G 0.3 megabits per second. Okay, to be fair, that's not very good. But with like the H plus, which appears to be what it's getting, 21 megabits per second with typical of 4 megabits. So I was actually getting a relatively fast speed. I wasn't getting the basic 4G speed. But even that's still not well, yeah. Now they do have a Wi-Fi network, by the way, I should make it clear. And yes, I've been able to connect to it and blah 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 blah. But there's an iMac there that I've been doing stuff on, and it has a bunch of weird certificate issues when connected to the college internet, Ethernet, or Wi-Fi. For some reason, I don't get why macOS or Linux it gets a bunch of certificate errors. However, if I do a hotspot, it's perfectly fine. It does everything, and of course, it gets past the filters that it might have. With the main big annoying filter it has is GitHub. Now, it does have a category of allow ICT. The only problem is when you click continue, it doesn't take you to GitHub. It just keeps on refreshing to the blocked page. So it's basically blocked. Really annoying, really inconvenient, and so on. So yeah, that's why I sort of have to do a hotspot. And yeah, the 3G is basically really horrible. And the 4G should be much better. Like, that's the thing. Like, well, I say much better. The signal will be better. And yeah, of course, the theoretical speeds of 4G is faster, but I probably won't really get anywhere near the actual speeds. Apparently like 150 megabits is the maximum, although the typical will be 15. And then like whatever that is. I don't know which standards the Razer phone supports. I don't know what the technical terms would be. There's phone LTE. Voice, I think that just means voice over LTE, as in like your phone calls over LTE. So is it just standard 4G? But yeah. Either way, the only downside, apart from, well, supposedly the camera is an issue, but from what I could tell, it wasn't actually that much of an issue. the main problem I have with the phone is actually the fact that it has no headphone jack. Like, seriously, why? This was like before, like, most manufacturers removed it. All it really was Apple. Maybe Samsung was starting to remove their headphone jack. But either way, at that point it was just like a ridiculous move. And like the Razer Phone 2, it was, by that time, it was the less of a ridiculous move. Well, I say that, it's only a year later, but yeah. Anything else to say? How long I've been going for? I've been going on for 40 minutes. Yeah, so today's a bit of a longer episode. But yeah. I also want to have a Unity edition of Syhuu, by the way. See how that goes. But yeah. I guess I've said mostly everything I've been wanting to say. Yeah, like, I don't really know what else to say, so I'm not gonna, like, drag it out unless I can think of something to think of within, like, I don't know, the next minute, let's say. Oh, the case for my S2 arrived today, and yeah, I'll probably do a video about that tomorrow. Monday I might do another Syhuu update just because I've got, you know, quite a bit of plans going on. What I was saying in this episode earlier. Another video is probably maybe installing Debian or Rocket League, so I'm still not actually sure. I might go for Debian just because I've got a vague clue what I'm doing. But I very well could go with Rocket as it is actually designed for servers. And I'm going to be installing it on a server, so, you know. Anything else? Say blah 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 blah. Yeah, so I think the S2 case, I think, looks quite suits it. I really should try and another attempt of installing Linux, because it's been a bit of a while since I've even done an attempt. So yeah. If you want all my stuff, my website is clygro.cc. Go on the new website properly because it's a lot nicer looking. But yeah. I'm probably going to update my website soon. I still haven't done a blog post. I've been meaning to do a blog post for like the past 2 months, roughly, saying, oh yeah, I've set up Owncast, although what's happening with said Owncast is sort of up in the air, so that's one reason I've been holding off. But I do want to try and get the new website. Was this about... So, the new website was released around the 23rd of October. Oh, what's happened there? The link is broken. I've got to update the... Oh, for God's sake. I've got to update the header on all of these websites because it's still messed up with the... that's going to be a nightmare. Well, I say that. I say header, it's not even a header, it's a navbar, see me. Yeah, so for a while I've been wanting to redo the navbar, so it's like, not sure if I've actually shown this, I think I did, cities.org. So this is like my old website. If I go to V3, here we go. is a slightly broken nav bar, as in with the icons there not working. But yeah, this nav bar is more proper because it's like they're actual buttons, whilst on here they're just sort of links. So that's one change I've been meaning to do it for quite a while. Of course, I'll change the style so it'll actually fit the website. So I'll basically just copy and paste the background colors, because I will keep it visually still pretty much the same apart from the buttons being there. So I guess now that's going to be it for today. Hopefully you've enjoyed this, and goodbye.